Hello, welcome to Ovis Coffees. Now, Ovis Coffees is another little secret find that we found, which is quite handy, but it's just behind Tottenham Court Road. Now, we previously featured one that we found behind Tottenham Court Road, behind the Dominion Theatre called Elwyn, which was also a really, really high-scoring coffee. Well, I say also, we don't know how good the coffee is going to be here. Although, judging by my conversation and all the rest of it today, I've got a funny feeling this could well be another goodie. Really hoping so. But it also goes to show that you don't need to stick to the main routes. You don't need to go to your Starbucks, your Costas, your Neros and all the rest of it. These amazing little independent coffee shops, and there's only one of these, and this is what we want to bring you. We want to bring you these independent coffee shops. You can go, bang, that's where it is, which is why we need to get a map together so we can put these coffee shops on maps so you can see where the scores are so you can go off and have them, especially in central London. And I know just the person who's a great graphic designer that might be able to help me with that. Hey, anyway, so we're going to put that on a map at some point for you. Now, Ovis Coffee, in here, the staff are really friendly, really interested in what we're doing. They even know we're doing a coffee tasting in here as well, which is really good, so really welcoming. It's a Sunday, and because it's a Sunday, it's not mad, it's not really busy. Fridays is their peak day, but again, once again, because this is just off Tottenham Court Road, people won't necessarily come down here unless they're using it as a shortcut. So it's on Denmark Street, and Denmark Street is a lovely little street of its own, especially if you like music. So, should we go into the coffee? Why not? We've almost gone, we've almost rattled on for 2 minutes already, and let's go for the coffee tasting. Fantastic. Isn't it amazing to have a cameraman? Jaden, you're an absolute star, my love. It's absolutely superb. So there you go, that's the coffee. Now it's an Arabica bean. It's our own special Arabica bean. So let's go for the smell first. Let's go for the aroma first. Really looking forward to this. Oh my God, that smells absolutely amazing. That's just lovely. Well, actually, that'd be really good when we do the body and all the finish in a minute. We'll do that. So, oh, do you know what? Not only can you smell the roasted coffee, you can actually smell a bit of the fruit of the bean on it as well, which is absolutely class. Do you know what? You know, I said I think this is going to be a good coffee. Well, I'm giving the aroma 5 already because it is amazing. Now, I've got to say, I have not smelt it before. I haven't done the aroma taste, haven't tasted it. As always with these coffee videos, some people have put in the comments, oh, you tasted it before, and you know. No, this is all happening. This is all happening as we do it. Because the most important thing, as far as I'm concerned, is you discovered a coffee with me. So it's getting a 5 for the aroma. Right. The bit that I really love now is the acidity and the sweetness. So let's go for the acidity and the sweetness next. By the way, loving the China cup as well. That always goes up in my estimations, as you know, and a decent size. I love their crockery as well. This is a medium-sized coffee. So let's go for the acidity. Oh my word. That is delicious. So the acidity hits your tongue. Takes a little moment or two to hit your tongue, stays there, coats it, and then just sort of drains off in such a lovely way. Makes you want to pick up the coffee and have more. So I am going to, because that's the kind of guy I am. So acidity. Yeah. Acidity, that is, do you know what? That's near enough perfect. I love that. That is absolutely amazing. Acidity, I'm going to have to give that a 5. Which is top score so far. We're doing really well. Don't forget, if you haven't been watching our videos or you're not a regular follower, our highest score that we've ever scored a coffee so far is 24. And that was H.R. Higgins, which also was off a main place just off Oxford Street, down Duke Street. So not sure how it's going to compare, but wow. Now the sweetness, there is that little bit of sweetness in here, which is absolutely stunning. And I'm getting that sweetness coming through. Now, for me, it's probably a little bit too much of the sweetness on it. So actually, I'm going to give that a 4. So the sweetness is going to get a 4 for me. And I'm not saying I don't like it, but for me, personal taste, isn't it? And that's the whole point with the coffee. And don't forget, if you fancy coming out and doing a coffee tasting, I'm going to be doing one very shortly with one of our subscribers. So if you fancy doing a coffee tasting with me in London, do let me know. Diaries don't collide. If we can get our diaries to match, then you come and do a coffee tasting with me. It's always fascinating to get other people's views and opinions, and we'll try somewhere different. Okay, so that's the sweetness. Right, let's go next. And this is brilliant. So thank you for the camera angle on this one. Next is the body of it. And just look at the body. It going, as I'm swirling it, I'll tell you what, let me just take a quick sip. Now, oh, cool. Because not only do I want to take a sip because it's so lovely, I also want to make a bit of room so I can swirl it round. And if you look at the body of it, amazing. And the body has, well, look at that. It's not watery and it's not really I would say, body-wise, that is pretty good. I'm going to give that a 4 on body on that. So that's amazing. So that gives us a 4 on the body on that, which then leaves only one thing, which is the finish. I think I know where I'm going to go with the finish because this is a really, really good coffee. And what a find. And the only reason we actually found it is because we came up to London, Dave and I, to come and do something completely different. There's a pop-up that was happening right by it, and we came across this place by accident. But I can't understand. The friendliness of the staff is amazing, so it really, really does. Oh my word, thank you so much. And you're not going to believe it, live as we're doing it, we've got some freebies to taste as well, which is great. So we'll do the food and all the rest of it in a second. So, so that's the body. And the final bit is the finish. So the finish is sublime. That's all I can say. Guess what that gets? Yeah, it does. It gets a 5. I think we have another amazing high-scoring coffee because off the top of my head, I think I've only given 4 in 2 places. So it's going to be a 23. 23 out of 25 for a coffee in central London. That goes with Harrods. Now, Harrods coffee was pretty amazing. Do you remember the coffee bar at Harrods? That was a 23. I think we've got another 23 as well. HR Higgins slightly pips it, just very slightly by 1. But do you know what? Anything above 20 is a place I can't recommend highly enough. And I would recommend that you find it if you're coming into London, and if you're near it, you go there for a coffee. So absolutely sublime. And yes, it is. It's a second cup of coffee, but actually we're in a bit of a rush today, so I'm not going to get a second cup of coffee in. So I'm going to speak to the owners after. Now, as you saw at the beginning, not only did I get a coffee, I've also got a triple chocolate cookie. Because as we came in, Jaden went, oh, I'll have a triple chocolate cookie. And there's just the sound of triple chocolate cookie is pretty amazing. So we're going to go for that. But then we have these, which look, well, they look like sponge. So should we give that a go? And they've just given us this for free. Absolutely incredible. I'll tell you something I've really noticed now. More and more people sort of watching us from behind when we're doing. I remember when I went to Covent Garden and I could see the whole staff standing behind the back of the counter watching me, and I was doing the video and sort of buzzing around as well to see what the score was. I'm going to go for one of these. This looks amazing. So it's a sort of a spongy biscuit sort of thing, which is amazing. Just look at that. Oh, amazing. Should I do the foodie one? Come on. I don't watch enough food channels. I'm going to need to watch more food channels. Let's bite through. Oh, whoa. This is going to coffee and the coffee so well. So it's spongy. But you're not going to believe it. On the top, it's got salt. So it's not sweet. It's a savoury. This, combined with the coffee. In fact, I'm just about to prove it. Guys, I can tell you today we won't be testing this. Because I know from Jaden eating how good it is. I will have it in a minute. Or maybe I'll put it in a doggy bag and let Jaden eat the way back. Probably going to be quite happy with that. You'll be quite happy with that if you haven't liked the cookie? Thought you might be. Now, I just want to see the balance between this, savoury, and the coffee. Oh my God. That has absolutely finished it off perfectly. And that's why we do this tasting and we keep the food till after, because I don't want to influence the way the coffee tastes. Because do you know what? I would have given that a 25 out of 25 against this, because the saltiness really, really brings the coffee out, which is just absolutely incredible. So amazing. Oh. So, what we learned today? 2 things. Number 1, really good coffee. Ovis Coffees, just off Tottenham Court Road. And the second thing we've learned is don't put food in your mouth when you're about to talk to camera, because it don't seem to work. So, a really, really good coffee, which is absolutely amazing. 23 out of 25 is sublime. That links with Harrods Coffee. And I'm going to put that video in the top right hand corner, because if you've not seen Harrods Coffee Bar, another sublime coffee, see it there. But if you're in the Tom Court Road area, make sure you come down here, because I will be again. Just come and have another coffee. And I look forward to catching up with the owners very, very shortly after this video. Amazing. Thanks so much for watching Harrods Coffee, top right hand corner. Bye.